Okay, in this video we're going to do a second example of case 3 of trigonometric integrals where we have powers of sine and cosine. And just to recall from the previous video, we're going to be using the power reduction identities, which I have written here in yellow. And so we're going to start with the example, the integral of sine squared x times cosine squared x dx. And well, I'm gonna use both identities. We could replace one of the sine squared or cosine squared with a Pythagorean identity and then only have use of one of these, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and replace both sine squared and cosine squared with their respective power reduction identity. So sine squared will be 1 minus cosine of 2x over 2. Cosine squared is 1 plus cosine of 2x over 2. And we're going to work from here and do a little bit of algebra until we can integrate. So notice that this is a multiplication. And we have something over 2 here, something over 2 here. When we multiply those denominators, that will give us a 4. So I'm actually going to factor out a 1 over 4 to the outside of the integral. And then write this as 1 minus cosine of 2x times 1 plus cosine of 2x dx. And so we can use the distributive property here. Also notice that these two terms are related to each other. One is the conjugate of the other. So when we multiply this out, this should result in a difference of perfect squares. But you can go ahead and distribute. I know that this will be a difference of perfect squares. So we'll write this as, because the middle terms will cancel, right? The outer term will be cosine 2x. The inner one will be negative cosine 2x. So those will cancel when we distribute, and we'll just have 1 minus cosine squared of 2x dx when we multiply everything out. Okay, so let's see what else is going on here. We have 1 minus cosine squared. Well, that's just sine squared. Or we could use another power reduction identity here because we have a cosine squared that we need to deal with. So I'm going to go ahead and just say, well, I know that 1 minus cosine squared is sine squared x. Sine squared of 2x. And since this is an even power of sine, this is case number 3 again. So I'm going to write 1/4 integral and use the power reduction identity again. But notice that this time our angle is 2x. When we use the power reduction identity, the angle doubles. So we're going to have to write 1 minus cosine of 4x, because that angle is going to double, over 2 dx. Right? So from here to here, using the power reduction identity, the power gets reduced by 1, but the angle gets doubled. And once again, as we've done before, I'm going to factor out a 1/2. So on the outside of the integral, we're going to have a 4th times a 1/2, which is a 1/8. Integral of 1 minus cosine of 4x, and now we're actually ready to integrate. So this is going to give us 1/8 times x minus sine of 4x. Antiderivative of cosine is sine, but we have to divide by that 4 since we're undoing the chain rule, and then we have a plus our arbitrary constant. And so our final answer will be 1/8 x minus sine 4x over 32 plus c. So this time we had to use power reduction identities more than once, and every time we use it, the angle has to double.